Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live without the conveniences of modern technology? In our fast-paced, digitized world, it might sound like a daunting prospect. But for the Amish, it's a way of life. A life that's rich with lessons for us all, especially for those with a mind for survival and preparedness. The Amish, a group of traditionalist Christians known for their simple living, plain dress, and reluctance to adopt modern conveniences, offer a unique perspective on self-reliance and sustainability. Their lifestyle, steeped in centuries-old traditions, is a testament to resilience, community, and the art of living purposefully. And it's these very principles that align closely with the ethos of prepping. From self-sufficiency to resource management, they provide a blueprint for how to thrive when the conveniences of modern life are stripped away. So let's dive into the lessons we can learn from the Amish. Imagine a life where you rely on your skills and not on your smartphone. Now let that sink in. The Amish, a group known for their simplicity and hard work, have been living this life for centuries. Their lifestyle is a testament to the power of self-sufficiency. Living without modern technology isn't a fashion statement for the Amish, it's a way of life. They believe that technology can be a distraction from their faith and community. So, they've learned to do without it. Instead, they've cultivated skills that have stood the test of time. Take farming, for example. The Amish don't rely on modern machinery for their agriculture. They use horses and manual labor to till their fields, plant their crops, and bring in the harvest. This deep knowledge of the earth and its cycles isn't just practical, it's a survival skill, and it's something preppers can learn from. Woodworking is another area where the Amish excel. They build their own homes, furniture, and tools. They understand the materials they use, the strength of different joints, and the best methods for durability. It's a skill that could be invaluable in a survival situation where resources are limited, and when something breaks, the Amish don't just replace it, they repair it. They've mastered the art of manual repairs, from mending a broken wagon wheel to fixing a leaky roof. This resourcefulness is a key tenet of prepping, where the ability to adapt and solve problems can mean the difference between survival and catastrophe. But it's not just about survival, it's about thriving in any situation. It's about knowing that you have the skills and knowledge to provide for yourself and your family no matter what. It's about embracing the challenges that come your way and turning them into opportunities for growth and development. And this is where the Amish and preppers intersect. Both groups understand the value of self-sufficiency. They know that the ability to rely on yourself, to grow your own food, build your own shelter, and fix your own tools is a strength that cannot be underestimated. This self-sufficiency is a cornerstone of prepping, making it a valuable lesson from the Amish. What if your survival depended not just on you, but on your community? This thought might seem foreign in our increasingly individualistic society, but for the Amish, community cooperation is the bedrock of their existence. They've mastered the art of working together for the common good, and we can learn a lot from their practices. Take barn raising, for example. When an Amish family needs a barn, they don't hire a construction crew. They turn to their neighbors, and together they raise a barn in a single day. It's not just about the barn, though. It's about the shared effort, the collective sweat, and the bonds that are strengthened in the process. In the same vein, when it comes to meals, the Amish often make it a community affair. Large communal dinners are commonplace, where everyone contributes something to the feast. They understand that sharing a meal isn't just about satiating hunger. It's about fostering a sense of unity, a sense of belonging. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with prepping? Well, quite a lot, actually. In times of crisis, having a strong supportive network can be a game changer. It's about pooling resources, sharing skills, and most importantly, standing together when the odds are stacked against you. Imagine being able to rely on your community to help fortify your home or share their food supplies when yours are running low. Imagine knowing that if you were injured or ill, your neighbors wouldn't hesitate to lend a hand. When survival is the name of the game, these are the ties that can make a world of difference. So, as you prep, remember to look beyond your individual needs. Reach out to your neighbors, form alliances, share knowledge. Because, in the end, survival isn't just about being the last one standing. It's about ensuring that as many of us as possible can stand together. Remember, in times of crisis, a strong community can be your most valuable asset. Scene script. How much more could you do with what you have if you managed your resources like the Amish? The Amish community is a living testament to the power of resource management. Their lifestyle, devoid of modern conveniences, compels them to make the most of what they have. Every grain of wheat, every drop of milk, every piece of lumber is used to its full potential. Nothing goes to waste. Imagine a horse-drawn plow cutting through the earth, guided by skilled hands that know every inch of the field. This is the Amish way. They harness the raw strength of their horses, turning it into productive energy. Instead of relying on fuel-consuming machinery, they use what's readily available to them. Now consider the humble cow. The Amish don't just see a source of milk. They see a provider of nourishment, a sharer in their daily lives. Hand-milking the cows is not just an exercise in acquiring milk, but an intimate connection with the source of their sustenance. In this way, every resource is treated with respect and gratitude. So, how can we adopt this Amish principle of resource management? First, let's start by assessing what we have. Make an inventory of your resources. What can you repurpose? How can you maximize the use of each item? Next, consider your energy sources. Are you relying heavily on electricity or gas? Could you explore renewable alternatives like solar or wind, or perhaps even manual power, like the Amish horse-drawn plow? Finally, think about your food sources. Are you wasting any part of your produce, meats, or dairy? Can you use leftovers in a compost pile to enrich your soil? Or perhaps learn to hand-milk a cow, as the Amish do, to gain a deeper appreciation for your food. Remember, every resource saved is a step towards self-sufficiency. It's about more than just surviving. It's about creating a lifestyle that is sustainable, respectful, and fulfilling. Effective resource management is not just about survival, it's about thriving. What if the supermarket shelves were empty? Would you know how to preserve your food? You see, the Amish people have been preserving food for generations, and their methods are time-tested and proven. Let's start with canning. The Amish excel at this age-old method of preservation. They fill jars with fruits, vegetables, meats, and even soups, sealing in the freshness so it can be enjoyed year-round. The secret is in the meticulous process of sterilization and sealing, ensuring that no bacteria can spoil the food. For those looking to secure a stable food supply, learning the art of canning is invaluable. Next, we have the technique of smoking meat. This method is not just about adding flavor, it's about longevity. The Amish smoke their meats over a low, smoldering fire, allowing the smoke to permeate the meat and preserve it. The result? Meat that can last for months without refrigeration. It's a technique that demands patience, but the reward is well worth it. Finally, let's talk about root cellaring. This is a method of storing fruits and vegetables in a cool, dark, and humid environment to prolong their shelf life. It's a practice that dates back centuries and one that the Amish still use to this day. A root cellar can keep produce fresh for months, making it an essential tool for anyone looking to achieve food security. So, how can you apply these methods? Start by learning how to can your favorite fruits and vegetables. It might seem daunting at first, but with practice, you'll master it. Next, try your hand at smoking meat. You'll not only preserve your food, but also unlock new flavors. Lastly, consider building a root cellar in your backyard. It's a project that requires some effort, but once it's done, you'll have a natural refrigerator that will keep your produce fresh for months. Food preservation is a key survival skill, and the Amish are masters at it. By learning from their wisdom, you too can ensure your food supply, no matter what the future holds. In a world driven by debt and credit, how does living within your means sound for a change? When we look at the Amish, we find a community that practices financial prudence as a way of life. They live by the simple principle of not spending more than they earn. It's a concept that seems alien to many in our modern, consumer-driven society, but it's one that holds a great deal of wisdom. The Amish approach to money is cautious and considered. They don't use credit cards or take out loans. Their homes, land, and tools are all paid for in full, owned outright without a shadow of debt. They save and plan for large purchases, and when they buy, they choose quality that will last. This eliminates the need for constant replacements, reducing overall expenses in the long run. But it's not just about avoiding debt. The Amish also prioritize spending on what matters most to them: their community, their land, and their self-sufficiency. Money is a tool to be used wisely, not a resource to be squandered. They invest in their farms, in the tools and materials they need for their work, and in the education and well-being of their community. This model of financial prudence isn't just practical, it's also resilient. By living debt-free and maintaining control over their finances, the Amish ensure they are not vulnerable to economic downturns or financial crises. They build a buffer against the uncertainties of the world, creating a safety net that can weather storms. What if we too adopted this approach? What if we prioritized living within our means, avoiding unnecessary debt, and spending wisely on what truly matters? It requires discipline, planning, and a shift in mindset, but the rewards are immense: financial freedom, resilience, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing you are prepared for whatever comes your way. So let's take a leaf out of the Amish book and practice financial prudence. Because when it comes to surviving in an unpredictable world, every penny counts. Remember, financial prudence is not just a virtue, it's a survival strategy. Would you prefer a tool that lasts a lifetime or one that breaks after a few uses? A rhetorical question, of course, since the answer is clear. The Amish people have a profound understanding of this principle. Their focus on craftsmanship and durability is something we can learn much from. In the Amish community, every item is made with thought and care. From the sturdy oak furniture to the robust blacksmith-forged tools, each piece is meant to withstand the test of time. They don't just create items, they craft heirlooms, pieces that will serve not just them, but generations to come. This emphasis on quality and durability isn't just about physical goods, it's a mindset. It's a commitment to excellence and a rejection of the disposable culture that's all too prevalent in our modern society. It's about understanding the value of things, not just their cost. Now let's bring this lesson into the world of prepping. When choosing or making tools and products for survival, the same principles apply. A cheaply made knife might cost less in the short term, but when it breaks in a critical situation, the cost could be much more than monetary. Opt instead for items that are built to last. Tools forged from high-quality steel, clothing made from durable materials, gear designed to withstand harsh conditions. These are the investments that pay off. They might require a larger upfront cost, but the longevity and reliability they offer are worth every penny. Also, this doesn't mean you need the most expensive items. It's about discerning quality and understanding its value. Learn about materials and their properties, understand the difference between well-made and poorly made products. It's about choosing the items that will stand by you through thick and thin, come what may. Like the Amish, preppers know the value of quality and durability. It's an investment in the future, an assurance of reliability when it matters most. It's not just about surviving, but thriving, no matter what life throws at you. It's about being prepared, being resilient, being indomitable. When the chips are down, what you know can be more important than what you own. This statement rings true in the heart of every Amish community, where education is not just about the academics, but more so centered on practical skills and life lessons. For the Amish, education doesn't stop at the traditional 8th grade. Instead, it evolves into a lifelong journey of skill acquisition and refinement. From the art of harnessing horses to the craft of constructing a barn, these skills are not just hobbies or pastimes, they are the fabric of everyday life. In the same vein, the Amish focus on life lessons, imparting wisdom from generation to generation. They teach their children about the virtue of hard work, the importance of community, and the value of living simply. These lessons, woven into the everyday fabric of Amish life, help them to thrive in their technology-free existence. For preppers, this Amish approach to education and skill building carries a significant lesson. It's not just about stockpiling goods or creating the perfect bug-out bag. It's about equipping oneself with the knowledge and skills that can make a real difference when survival is on the line. So, how can you, as a prepper, integrate this philosophy into your strategies? First, identify the skills that will be most useful in a survival scenario. Perhaps it's learning how to grow your own food or mastering the art of wilderness survival. Then dedicate time each day to learning and practicing these skills. But don't stop there. Like the Amish, make learning a lifelong pursuit. Seek out experts, read books, attend workshops, continuously broaden your skill set, and you'll find yourself better prepared for whatever life throws your way. Beyond practical skills, also aim to learn life lessons. Understand the value of community, the importance of resourcefulness, and the benefits of living simply. These lessons, while not tangible, can provide a strong foundation for your survival strategies. Educating yourself and building practical skills is a prepping principle that the Amish live by every day. By adopting this principle, you can enhance your resilience, boost your self-reliance, and increase your chances of survival, no matter what the future holds. So, what can we take away from the Amish way of life? We've journeyed through their world, discovering how their commitment to self-sufficiency, community cooperation, resource management, food preservation, financial prudence, quality craftsmanship, and continuous learning can be a beacon to us all. We've seen how living without modern technology nurtures skills in farming, woodworking, and manual repairs, skills that are invaluable in survival scenarios. We've seen the strength of a community that pulls together, a lesson in the power of mutual aid in times of crisis. We've explored how managing resources efficiently, preserving food, living debt-free, and prioritizing quality and durability are not just about survival but about thriving in any circumstance. And let's not forget the importance of continuous learning and skill development. As we've seen, the Amish lifestyle offers valuable insights for preppers, but the conversation doesn't stop here. Now we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these lessons from the Amish? Are there any other survival strategies you've picked up that you believe are valuable? Don't keep those insights to yourself. Share them in the comments below. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to share it with those you know who might be interested in prepping and sustainable living. Thanks for watching. Stay prepared, stay safe, and remember, the best way to predict the future is to create it.